What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, man. Today we have a lot of new things to just talk about in WWE2K25. So let's get straight into it. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video, subscribe, and turn your post notifications for more WWE2K25 news. But yeah, let's get straight into the news. All right. It says here, OMG, we're getting Divas content in 2K25, hashtag WWE2K25. And you can see a Divas logo right here in one of the backstage areas for WWE2K25. Alright. Also, gameplay trailer tomorrow. Set your reminders. Hashtag 2K25 at IGN. So, the gameplay is tomorrow for WWE2K25. Alright, so gameplay is tomorrow, guys. So, stay tuned to the channel. Should be showcasing the trailer first when it drops for WWE2K25 tomorrow. And we got full breakdown of the trailer, everything about it. So stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video. Alright, like I said, we're on the road to 16,000 subscribers, man. But yes, gameplay trailer is tomorrow. Alright. So this is Jade Cargill's 24 versus 25 model. And 24 has her hair up like this, and then 25 is down. Okay, so this is her attire for WWE 2K25, which looks fantastic. All right, intergender matches will not be supported by faction or by GM. I personally have like having to use different divisions in my faction, more variety. Okay, he says other side of the coin, are there modes where intergender matches are supported? LJ is not supported by GM or by faction. Are there any other restrictions? In terms of modes, no. There are restrictions as far as like love will not be triggered in intergender matches or bruising. Okay, intergender matches also can be turned off as a setting. Intergender wrestling can be loaded a topic. Personally, I'm all for letting folks play how they want in a game. Like WWE2K25, no harm, no foul, but can players sidestep intergender match if they want? Yes, you can turn intergender wrestling off. Like you said, you're doing a rumble and you just want enter all men or women. You go into the options and just turn the flag on. We look at it like, yeah, we're a reflection of what you want to see in a WWE broadcast. But at the same time, as you said, we're also a video game. And video games are from, as far as we can remember, like Street Fighter, allowed men and women to fight against each other. And at the end of the day, our game is fighting game. You know, it's wrestling, but they are fighting against each other, and that's kind of approach that we are taking it. But for people, we stick to what you see on WWE programming. There's also an option for them. Here, LA Knight's theme song in WWE2K25 is the Letdown remix. Okay, here's all the weapons of WWE2K25: a bat, chair, kendo stick, ladder, sledgehammer, stop sign, table, hockey stick, shovel, trash can lid, guitar, microphone, barbed wire bat, door, light tube, megaphone, football, safety code, apple, lock weapons, juggling pin, cloud horde, cloud shoe, sugar rush, Damien's chair, and Carvino hammer. He says, I will show proof, I'm not allowed to show the weapons. Okay, so here's the new weapons in WWE 2K25, which looks fantastic, alright, as well. Liar and Nyla's King and Queen of the Ring attire gears are unlockable through Showcase. Okay, so here's a first look at the rewards section, main menu for WWE2K25. Alright, so you can see Liar Valkyria is unlocked. You can see Nia Jax unlocks. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Pretty nice. Lyra Valkyria will have different attires in WWE2K25. See Lyra Valkyria 24 right there. Current day Triple H in WWE2K25. Credit IGMs. Here's current day Triple H in WWE2K25. He looks fantastic as well. They gave Bianca her Backlash gear. Okay. They gave Bianca Belair her Backlash gear. She looks fantastic. Sol Ruka in WWE2K25 making her game debut, coming from Revolution's YouTube page. Shout out to her. She got all the entrances as well. But Sol Ruka looks good. Alright. She looks good. She got her knee brace scanned in. But yeah, making her game debut for WWE2K25. Alright, so let's scroll down here. It says here, we're hyped for WK25, and you should too. WK25 preview a steady but welcome improvement. So this is a new article as well. We're gonna take a look out. But gameplay reveal is tomorrow. Okay, they usually drop the trailer in the morning though. So, yeah, that's what they usually drop it. It says here, WK25 preview a steady but welcome improvement. Developer 2K is back with its latest annual release in its W2K series, and while it feels like W2K25 is playing it safe based on my few hours spent with the game, it is exactly what the franchise needs. During the preview, 26 superstars were available out of 300 plus that will feature the full game. While I didn't have enough time to play them all, I did use the Menacing Jacob Fatu to make his view of the video game series, along with Jay Uso, and that Rhea Ripley, Jay Cargill, The Rock, and of course the main cover star of the game, Roman Reigns. Okay, so he used all those superstars as well. For the most part, WWE2K25 plays almost identical to last year's release, and that's exactly what I was hoping for. There seemed to be a tendency with the series' previous developer used to unnecessarily change the controls rather than the gameplay, which added an unwanted level of confusion. 2K24 played wonderfully, so all 2K25 needs is a few tweaks here and there, and that's exactly what current developer Visual Concept has done. One of the notable additions to the in-ring match is returning chain wrestling. Last seen in 2K20, chain wrestling initiates an old school collar elbow tie up where two wrestlers will traditionally grapple in a standing position, while players activating moves will QTEs. The winner of the brief QTE segment will gain an early advantage over their opponent. It should be stated that chain wrestling is optional. You can play with a whole match without initiating it, but it's a very authentic way to begin a match, especially when using technical wrestlers such as Bret Hart and Kurt Angle, both of which were not available in the preview. Okay. Outside of the ring, you can now do climb on the top of the barricade. Once done, you can sprint across the barricade to unleash a flying attack against your opponent. This may not be a game changer, but it's another step in the right direction to make the WWE series feel more authentic. If only the legendary Hardy Boys were in 2K25, tag team masters of the high flying moves, including the use of barricade. The backstage brawl matches were fun in 2K24, but they are limited in terms of locations. In 2K25, that has been fixed somewhat with the addition of the W Archives and the infamous NXT parking lot. The W Archives is a real warehouse full of W Rose yesteryear. I had a blast jumping off the classic SmackDown fist and was slapped with nonchalant as I spotted tons of Easter eggs such as Stone Cold Steve Austin's monster truck, Triple H throne used during WrestleMania entrance, Undertaker's casket, and more. As for the NXT parking lot, there wasn't much to see compared to the W Archives, but that's expected. It's a parking lot after all. This mini arena has plenty of weapons, including steel chairs, tube lights, as well as structures to climb and interactive ambulance for good measure. However, despite its limitations, it's great to see NXT parking lot in WWE25 closely resembling its real-life counterpart, which is always good. The biggest addition into the ring is the long-awaited introduction of intergender matches. At first for WK series, it did take some getting used to, despite this matches being common back in the day. But we all know we're gonna have a blast playing with beat up Dirty Dominic Mysterio, showing that now that you can crack him over the head with a giant bottle of Prime. Expected to preview traditional matches types with limited choice, only offering one-on-one triple threat fatal four-way. So instead of sampling those, it tried and tested matches, and I jumped into the 10-man women Royal Rumble. 30 will be unlocked with the full game. It was great having both male and female wrestlers compete in the Royal Rumble, especially as this would not be a match that would happen in real life, as it would restrict the main event title matches for the men and a woman at WWE at WrestleMania. Impressively, Royal Rumble can now cater to 8 wrestlers in the ring at once during this preview. I never noticed any performance issues when the ring was at full capacity despite the chaos. I was able to sample 3 of the Bloodline Dynasty Showcase campaign matches. Those available were Nia Jax vs. Lana Valkyria in the final of the King and the Queen of the Ring 2024, and a dream match between the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys. And finally, Roman Reigns vs. Seth Rollins in Shield gear at the Royal Rumble 2022. Matches in this showcase play out the same as before. You can approach the match by getting a quick victory or by completing a match objectives that reflect real life moments. You can also unlock extra skins, arenas, and more. Arguably, the best feature of this showcase is presented by the legendary W Hall of Famer Paul Heyman. One of it is not the best storytellers in pro wrestling history, with Roman Reigns adding some further insight. Okay. In visual terms, WK25 could be the best looking wrestling game ever. Don't get me wrong, 2K24 is visually stunning at times, but when I noticed some subtle details such as a scar on the back above Ray Dudley's head, which resulted in a bit of hair not growing, is obvious that the developers have gone extra mile with this year's release. What's more, everything from character animation to moves, even sweat, is next level accurate. If I had one grip during my preview, it's how inaccurate it was the Irish whip, and a point diagonally into the turnbuckle, which became extra frustrating when trying to complete the objectives in the showcase matches. I was even watching the analog stick on the controller to make sure I was pressing diagonally. It was also a bit more fiddly than usual when trying to eliminate an opponent from the Royal Rumble, with a sprint attack not hitting the target, and this is coming from someone who spent countless hours playing the series. I was reminded before playing the preview this is an early build of 2K25, so hopefully these won't be an issue in the full release. That being said, fellow pro wrestling fans, after just a few hours spent with the game, I'm now more hyped than ever for 2K25. You should be too. I can't wait to see everything come together in March. 2K25 will be released on March 14th for Standard Edition, March 7th for Bloodline edition and Deadman edition of the game. Okay, guys, so gameplay trailer tomorrow. This is more details about the game in general. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn your post notifications. And until next time, man, I'll catch you guys later. We out of here. Peace.